Your Highness, could we first of all have some facts about your people? Where are they, and about how many are there, and what in fact is the Ismaili sect?
Well, the Ismaili sect is part of the Shia branch of the Muslim religion. They number between 10 and 50 million. We cannot tell exactly how many. And the three largest communities would be East Africa, Pakistan, and India. But there are other communities in Afghanistan, Syria, Iran, Kuwait, Madagascar, the Belgian Congo, and Mozambique. They're a very widespread community.
In other words, you're not quite sure how many followers you've got.
No, we don't have a general census of the Ismaili population. There are regions in the world where we cannot even contact the Ismaili leaders.
You've been our new leader now for several months. Have you had a chance to decide what are the main problems facing your people?
Well, at the moment, they're rather the same problems as the ones which my grandfather faced all his life. The education, health, and the political side of the community. The health is probably the hardest problem to solve in the backward Middle Eastern countries. In other countries, education is very difficult.
Yes. How do you think you can help them?
Well, through education, you can send out teachers, you can form night schools, you can train teachers to go from one country to another and train people on the spot for children. For health, you can set up hospitals, maternity homes, and you do the same thing as for teaching. You train nurses and you send them out to show the Ismaili women about health for children, other things like that.
Can we talk for a moment about your grandfather? What sort of an inspiration was he to you, and what sort of a leader was he to his people, and what sort of a family leader was he?
He was a most extraordinary leader in the sense that anybody who came in contact with him was immediately felt very, very close to him. If you spoke to him, in a matter of minutes, he would know what your problems were, and you really felt that he was interested and he could help you. And this went both for his family and for the Ismaili people. They used to come to him with problems, and he used to be able to understand them very, very quickly. And he guided all the members of his family. Every time he saw them, he would give them advice and see that they were happy, and if he could help them, he always would.
It sounds as if you went for advice
as
often as you needed it.
I went to him very often for advice.
Now, what about you? You've been at Harvard University for 3 years. Are you going to go back and finish whatever you were doing? What was it?
Well, I would like to go back to Harvard if I can. It's difficult to know whether I can carry on university work and fulfill my responsibilities at the moment. If it's possible, I'll go back in September '58. There's a lot that you can learn through university education, particularly from the Islamic point of view.
Yes, what do you study?
Oriental History.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful subject to study in college because you get a chance to get the religious background as well as the political and social background. Whereas if you weren't studying it from an intellectual point of view, it would be harder to get in contact with the different religious ideas and that have come out of Islam.
You'll go back there if you possibly can, then,
yes,
do your final year.
I will, if it is possible for me.
Now, what about deciding on somewhere to live? Are you going to live amongst your people?
That's very hard to say. For the next year, I will be traveling. I'll be trying to cover East Africa, Pakistan, India, and the smaller communities. I hope to be able to finish that maybe in June or July of 1958, and then Harvard starts in September. If I go back to Harvard, I will not have any home or any base, but I'll try to live as much as I can with my community in the next years.
Yes. If you don't settle permanently
If I
amongst
don't
them,
settle, yes.
you'll certainly see as much of them as you possibly
I
can.
will, yes, definitely.
Thank you very much, Your Highness. Could we first of all have some facts about your people, about how many followers have you, and where are they, and what exactly is the Ismaili sect? Yes, I think so. What would you say are the main problems facing your people? What do you think you can do to help them solve these problems? Could we talk just for a moment about your grandfather? What sort of an inspiration has he been to you as a leader, not only of his people, but of his family? So you went to him for advice as often as you needed it?